Hi, good morning. Wait a minute. Should I say good morning to you or to that silent health crisis brewing on our breakfast plate? Yes, I mean it. For a state like Tamil Nadu that prides itself on its culinary heritage, we seem to be overlooking on a fundamental truth about what we start our day with. Vanakkam. Wherever you are in the world, welcome you all to Nutro Sapien. I am Suresh Jaganathan. You wake up. The aroma of classic Tamil Nadu breakfast fills the air. Idly, Dosa, Pongal, Puri. Comfort food, isn't it? But what if I told you that these beloved staples are actually a missing opportunity for a true nourishment and in some cases, a ticking time bomb of your own health? No more chaos, no more fear-mongering. Let me bring down clarity. Let us separate signal from the noise. To do that, we should break down the breakfast. Let's do it. First, let's take idli and dosa. Beautifully fermented. Well, I agree with that, but what is the primary ingredient? A refined, polished white rice. When something is refined, we are actually happy. But what about our body? What refined mean to our body? It means a rapid spike in blood sugar. That is high blood sugar. So, when we start our day with idli and dosa, technically we are starting our day with rapid spike in blood sugar, that is rapid sugar rise. Then we are setting a stage for a simple energy crashes. Then over a time, we end up having a risk of high metabolic issue. So that's the problem with idli and dosa. So it is not quite good for our health. Yes, I hear you now. You are saying we don't eat idli and dosa alone. We always eat it along with some accompaniment. That's what you are saying, right? Okay, let's bring that to the panchayat table. What are they? 2 chutneys and 1 sambar. What is the primary chutney? It is a coconut chutney. Coconut chutney is a delicious, superb dish and even myself like it personally very much. But let's talk the fact. It is actually loaded with saturated fat. Though it is a delicious dish, it is not a superb accompaniment. But the other one, red chutney, which is actually a tomato onion chutney, in which we add generous amount of oil to roast tomato and onion, which again adding so much more fat to the already problematic breakfast plate. So our only savior is the sambar. But unfortunately, we recently found a term called tiffin sambar, in which we add very less amount of dal and almost we never add any vegetable at all. Even if you go to any restaurant with the magnifier glass, you will never find a sufficient amount of dal or any vegetable present in the tiffin sambar. That's how the unhealthy state of the tiffin sambar right now in Tamil Nadu. Next, our beloved Puri. Who don't like Puri in India? But what it is made of, how it is being prepared. Puri is predominantly made of atta, especially at home. But in most of the commercial restaurants, they are adding a generous amount of refined flour, that is maida, to it. And how they are preparing it? Puri is often deep fried in oil, and let's be honest, most of the Indian restaurants are reheating the oil repeatedly again and again, and that adds to a major health risk in India. So that's the problem with the puri. But how the puri is served with, it always brings the blood sugar high. So puri with potato masala, by the way we prepare it, we can't prefer it as a healthy breakfast option. Then comes Pongal, a good option, perceived as a healthy option in South Indian breakfast menu. Theoretically, it's a rice dal mixture, but when we dig deep into the rice dal ratio, it is often 4 portions of refined rice with 1 portion of dal, preferably moong dal. Though it adds you protein in your plate, the protein you get out of Pongal is not sufficiently high for your sustained energy or muscle growth. So, compared with idli and dosa and puri, though Pongal is preferred as a healthier option, it doesn't add you sufficient energy, sufficient protein or sufficient fiber in your breakfast plate. And how Pongal is being served? Along with the same 2 chutneys we discussed earlier and with tiffin sambar. So, Pongal too doesn't give you enough balanced nutrition. The irony is stark. We are a nation obsessed with food, yet we ignore the scientific implication of what's on our plate, especially at breakfast. From the small eateries to the popular restaurant chains, this pattern, the high glycemic index, low protein, high fat, and practically no vegetable persists. Yet nobody seems to care about it, nobody is talking about it. This is a collective blind spot. We are so habituated to these flavors, to these traditions, that we haven't even paused to ask the fundamental question, is this truly nourishing my body? Join us at Nutro Sapien. Let's make every meal a step closer towards more healthier, more purposeful you. Because in a world of information overload, clarity is power. And when it comes to your health, that power can transform your life. It's time to start not just asking what am I eating, but what my food is doing for me.